exposure and natural causes. Now, it's around the time that lead detective Daniel Nicholson IV tells reporter Peter Herman that police have run down every tip that they've gotten, no matter how outlandish, up to 200 from the hotline alone. And he knows everyone is frustrated, but even the bad leads at this point have dried up, and he's afraid that the story isn't going to have a happy ending. And unfortunately, he's right. Because on Wednesday morning, April 20th, work crews at the Tonawanda Dam in the Susquehanna River see a new body of a young woman floating amid piles of debris, branches, and logs. Police are called to the scene, and later that same day, it's determined to be Felicia.
Oh my God. Do they think she's been ready the whole time?
They don't know yet, and that part of the dam, the part where she's found, it's like 40, maybe 50 miles northeast of Baltimore. And what's so strange is there are no cell phone pings in that area from anyone that they've been looking at.
Yeah, I left not even close to where she was last seen. Could she have gone into the water in Baltimore?
So one thing I've learned from all these podcasts,
They just found her. They have no
never
idea
take your cell phone
at
with you.
this point. But I have a hard time believing that she
Not
could
if you're
have
gonna
floated
commit a
for
crime.
50 miles and just not have been seen, especially after all this time. So when she's found, everyone's shocked, everyone's confused. But that shock is nothing compared to the one investigators get when later that same day, they find another body. It is a black man, also news about 3 miles downstream from Felicia. And so, of course, people start speculating that this guy has to be involved.
So yeah, what are the odds of finding two bodies within a few hours and a few miles of each other? I mean, in the same river in general, let alone them being totally unrelated.
Again, very out there, but it turned out to just be a wild coincidence. Because investigators don't find a shred of evidence connecting Felicia to the
Hey!
You eventually identify as a 53-year-old named Daryl Harper from Virginia. And just a quick note on Daryl, because I was kind of like spiraling who was Daryl's wife hadn't seen him for like a month and a half since he left to go get stuff from their old apartment in Maryland. And police learned that he had actually checked into a hospital on March 26th. He was requesting help with mental health issues, but he stayed like one night, and he told a relative that he planned to take his own life. And he had tried to do that in the past, so I don't know if they ever officially ruled his death as suicide, but they certainly don't seem to think that he's a victim himself as well. Now, as for Felicia, the medical examiner estimates that she had been dead for 3 to 4 months by the time she was found. Now, there's no signs of trauma or injury to her body, but the ME determines that she was asphyxiated, and the manner of death is called homicide. Now, since Felicia was found outside of Baltimore in a totally different county, the state police take control of the investigation. And as the mystery of Felicia's whereabouts comes to an end, there's this other mystery that's just beginning. Who killed her and why? Her homegoing is held on May 7th. She is surrounded by purple flowers, her favorite color, as friends and family share memories of the scene, memories of Philadelphia's personality, how motivated she was, her passion for theater, her dreams of working with children. She just had such a strong sense of future.
Maybe she doesn't want to play with you, huh?
Try to come to terms with this overwhelming
Huh? She's growing
that's left to hope for.
right now, so she's in a lot of pain. I mean, she was trying to go back to sleep this morning, and all I got to hear was,
in late June, her Baltimore relatives told this rally at City Hall demanding answers to the things that I think nothing being done. But there is something happening in the background. And a few days later, when search warrant applications filed by the FBI become public, we find out that they're conducting an investigation into child sexual abuse material and sexual exploitation of a minor in connection with Felicia. This story is just beginning, and I'm going to tell you the rest of it on Wednesday. But if you want to listen right now, part 2 is already up in the fan club. If you're not a part of the fan club, you can sign up now at farmjunkiepodcast.com. But before you head there, stick around. It is still December, which means we've got a few more fans to shout out to celebrate